Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are behind the wheel of the Land Rover Discovery Sport, a luxury SUV that promises adventure, everyday usability and that signature Land Rover DNA of course. Over the next few minutes, I am going to take you with me on a POV drive and share how the car actually feels to drive, the good and the bad, and especially the touches that make it stand out. We'll focus on the things that really matter when you're behind the wheel, the driving dynamics, suspension comfort, steering feel and that solid premium feel this SUV is known for. After all, it's a Land Rover. So let's hit the road. The driving feel. As soon as you start driving, the first thing you notice is the weight of this SUV. It feels very planted, confident, not floaty or disconnected. The steering is nicely weighted and not too light, not too heavy, which gives you confidence even at higher speeds. That's for sure. The throttle response is smooth but not overly aggressive, which is perfect for city traffic. However, when you put your foot on the accelerator a little bit heavy and then you notice the power, you're actually going to get impressed. When you put your foot down, the engine builds power in a linear, predictable way. It's not a sports car, but there's enough grunt to make quick overtakes without breaking a sweat. Absolutely confidence giving. Out on an open stretch, you can feel how stable this car is. Even at triple digit speeds, it doesn't feel nervous. I've tried a lot of things on this car, but currently I'm driving it safe in the city. The suspension soaks up bumps beautifully. Those typical potholes or uneven patches are dealt with in a very mature way. That's why you prefer a Land Rover in the city more than BMW or Mercedes, because this is a hardcore off-roader as well as a good city drive. You can tell this is a Land Rover. It's built to handle rough terrain without throwing you around in the cabin. Not just another leather frame car. Ride comfort and suspension. This is where the Discovery Sport really shines. The ride quality is plush but not overly soft. You feel isolated from the bad roads but still connected enough to know what's going on under the wheels. I'd driven this vehicle about 5 years ago, and that time after driving it just after the Range Rover Evoque, I was not very impressed with the Discovery Sport. But now this one is just like 3 years old. This is a 2022 Discovery Sport and this one feels so much more comfortable, more premium to drive and much more easy and fun loving thing. I guess Land Rover has improved its drive capabilities and drive dynamics a lot better since those years. The suspension setup feels premium. It absorbs the smaller imperfections quietly and takes bigger bumps without drama. You don't hear too many thuds or rattles, which speaks to the build quality. Absolutely. Even when driving over speed breakers or broken tarmac, the SUV maintains composure. There is very little side-to-side body movement, so passengers stay comfortable. This is a real big deal. If you often drive with your family or friends, you absolutely want them to be comfortable and impressed. Talking about steering and handling, the steering is one of my favorite parts about this car. It is precise and gives a good amount of feedback, so you know exactly what the front wheels are doing. When you push the car a bit harder around the corners, it feels stable and well balanced. There's some body roll as expected from an SUV this size, but it's very well controlled. You don't feel like scared when you're driving it at high speed and you're trying to control it on the corners. Overall, it feels like an SUV that is happy in the city but doesn't shy away from a spirited drive on a winding road. Build quality and interior feel. Inside the cabin, you immediately notice the solid build quality. Everything feels tightly put together. The doors are a little bit heavy. The doors shut with a reassuring thud sound, and there are no squeaks or rattles when you're driving around rough surfaces, except if you have kept some loose things inside the central console boxes like the armrest. The materials on the dashboard, the leather seats, the stitching all feel premium. There is a nice balance between luxury and ruggedness. It doesn't feel too delicate or plastic like the cheap cars in 20-30 lakh budget nowadays. The driving position is spot on. You sit nice and high with a commanding view of the road. Obviously, that is something you expect on an SUV. The seats themselves are supportive, which makes long drives a lot more comfortable, and the electric adjustments are very much useful. Exterior presence and the wheels. From the outside, the Discovery Sport has that classic Land Rover stance. It's not over-styled, but it looks muscular and capable. The wheel design, especially with these chunky tires, adds to its go anywhere character. Those are 19-inch wheels with 235mm tires. They feel big, cool, beautiful, and still make the comfort much more better for you. It has that heavy feel even when you just look at it, which matches the driving experience. It is a kind of SUV that feels like it will last you many years without falling apart. Except in some cases, maybe you will have to visit the service center to fix a few problems that you might face in the Indian road, so be careful about it. Now, talking about engine and powertrain. The engine options give you a nice balance between performance and efficiency. The gearbox is very smooth and doesn't hunt for gears unnecessarily. I couldn't try the paddle shifters yet, but the drive mode that was shifting automatically was very good enough, so I didn't find a need to. What I really appreciate is how refined it feels at highway speeds. The engine noise is well controlled, wind noise is minimal, and the cabin stays calm and quiet, making it an excellent long distance cruiser. Now let's look into some technical aspects. The Land Rover Discovery Sport comes with two engine options, a 2.0 liter petrol engine and a 2.0 liter diesel engine. Both are 1997cc engines, inline force, turbocharged. Maximum power generated by the petrol engine is 247 bhp at 5500 max rpms, whereas the maximum power generated by the diesel engine is 201 bhp at 3750 rpms. So power wise diesel engine falls behind, and torque wise the diesel engine is ahead. It has 430 Nm of maximum torque generation at 1750 rpms, whereas the petrol engine generates 365 Nm of max torque at 1300 rpms. I am driving the R-Dynamic SE variant, which has a diesel engine, and I'm already feeling that it is very torquey because it picks up a good speed very fast, and it actually gives me a good pickup every time I move out of the traffic signal. It has all-wheel drive in both engine options, and also it comes with 9-speed automatic torque converter transmission with paddle shifter, so that it has a very smooth shifting as well as a fun to drive element by the paddle shifters if you're on the highway and the road allows you to go a little bit fast without causing any damages or risk to others. When you're going for a luxury brand's car, it's not just the engine and the transmission, but it is also the maintenance cost that you have to be aware about. For a petrol engine Discovery Sport, the maintenance cost when the major one comes can be approximately 40 to 60,000 rupees, whereas the diesel engine Land Rover Discovery Sport's maintenance cost can be approximately 60 to 75,000 rupees for the major ones. Smaller and minor services may cost lesser, but this major cost is something that you should be more aware about, because every now and then in Indian climate conditions, especially when there are flooded roads every monsoon, you are definitely going to face some damages in the parts. So be aware about it and be prepared for the bills. Now let's look how big the car is. The length is 4597 mm, width is 2069 mm, height is 727 mm, wheelbase is 2741 mm. It's not even 5 meters long of an SUV, it's just 4.5 meter long SUV. The ground clearance is 167 mm, which could have been better, but maybe it is more focused towards making it a stable vehicle at the high speeds on the highway, not just the off-roading capabilities. The Range Rover Evoque also is a soft roader, but I think Discovery Sport is slightly better in the rough terrain. Seating capacity, it has 7 seats in 3 rows, all are front facing. Fuel tank capacity is 70 liters, which is good if you are planning for a good long road trip. Now look at the comparisons. This vehicle has a length of 4500 meters. In the price of a Land Rover Discovery Sport, you can buy 2 Fortuners. But is this vehicle longer than Fortuner? No. You can also buy 3 Scorpio Ns at this price point. But is this vehicle longer than Scorpio N? No. But it is definitely wider than Scorpio N and Fortuner both. There is absolutely no comparison between the three, but what I'm trying to say is, if you're paying the higher price, you're not getting the bigger vehicle, but you're definitely getting a better vehicle, which means it will give you more comfort, more premiumness, more luxury value, and obviously it is going to be more fun to drive, yet very stable and safe. Now let's look into the tires and suspensions. The tires are 235 mm wide, 55% of sidewall is there, and there is R19, which means radial tubeless tires. 19-inch alloy wheels are there, and obviously this is going to be an expensive tire to replace in the future, but that's alright. This comes with a Pirelli tire set, and it gives you a good grip, good stability, low noise on the road, and of course it has a good efficiency on the fuel as well. So now look into the suspensions. The front suspensions are McPherson strut with passive anti-roll bar, and rear suspension also gets the passive anti-roll bar, but it has integral multi-link suspensions. So overall it adds up to your comfort level while obviously keeping you stable at the higher speed, and no complaints on the stability and the comfort level of the suspension so far. Little conclusion. So after spending some quality time with the Land Rover Discovery Sport, here's my takeaway. It's not just about luxury, it's about a certain confidence on the road. It drives solid, feels well built, and offers a level of comfort that makes daily drives and long road trips equally enjoyable. If you value a car that feels robust, gives you a commanding driving position, can handle bad roads without breaking a sweat, and gives you a very enjoyable drive with a powerful engine, the Discovery Sport delivers absolutely everything in a very well balanced package. The price is also a perfect fit for somebody who wants a luxury car in a budget that stands out and feels better among the other cars around this price. Thanks for joining me on this POV drive. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more real world reviews. See you in the next one, and until then, goodbye and drive safe.